today's news.
Is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Monica Ricks. Israel says it will allow Egypt to deliver limited quantities of humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip as clashes continue in the region for an 11th day. During his visit there today, President Biden condemned attacks on a hospital in Gaza that killed hundreds.
Based on the information we've seen to date, it appears the result of an errant rocket fired by a terrorist group in Gaza.
He also urged Israelis not to be consumed by rage against Palestinians since many aren't affiliated with Hamas. CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb has more from Tel Aviv.
President Biden, in that very wide-ranging speech, was really trying to speak to everybody there. But I think when we look at those images of those protests all across the region here, that few people heard that and are still extraordinarily angry, not only at what happened at that hospital, but the fact that over the last 11 days, over 3,000 Palestinians have been killed.
China met with Russia's President Vladimir Putin today.
Chinese state media report President Xi Jinping and his Russian counterpart exchanged views on Gaza and Ukraine during 3 hours of talks in Beijing. Xi told his guests China supports Russia's security and development interests. Ukrainian forces say they're finding a growing number of Chinese components in Russian weapons, something China denies. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
On Capitol Hill today, Jim Jordan actually lost a vote in another ballot round for House Speaker.
Total number of votes cast is 433, of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 199.
CBS's Scott McFarland says Republicans may start leaning towards Speaker Pro Tem Patrick Henry to stay.
What they're suggesting here is expanding the portfolio and the powers of the Speaker Pro Tem, this acting Speaker who, so far, has seen his only role as shepherding the U.S. House toward the next Speaker vote. They want to empower him instead to fully reopen the floor, resume the legislative process, resume debate, and get the House functioning again.
3,700 workers at 3 casinos are now on strike in Detroit. They say they haven't gotten a raise since the pandemic. And researchers at Johns Hopkins University are looking into a possible link between breast cancer and alcohol. CBS's Natalie Brand.
The American Cancer Society says women who have one alcoholic drink a day have a 7 to 10% increase in risk. Up to 3 drinks a day, 20% higher risk. And while cancer prevention guidelines say it's best not to drink alcohol, it's recommended women limit their intake to no more than 1 drink a day.
Johns Hopkins says younger women may be especially vulnerable. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 74 degrees outside.